Welcome back to Stacked. I'm Bruce, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create a project fee proposal. So in the projects module, in the project page, under documents, you'll see create and fee proposal. You can see in this project proposal exists already, and just as a reminder, a project is designated with phases at project creation, and in this project you can see we have two phases: design, development, and construction. So it might make sense that if there's an existing proposal in a job that you're creating a revision and sending that to a different contact. Maybe if you're a discipline specific engineer, you're sending it to several architects. But for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to build a new one. So when you're creating a proposal from scratch, we'll call this issue 2. It's going out to a contact, and you're going to put some content in the project description to align with the request for a proposal. Maybe you can add a project schedule, so different stages and what the duration and submittal requirements are for each stage of the design schedule. I won't do that for this example. Commonly, having the scope of services to align with that RFP document is important. Most companies have standardized scope of service lists for each phase, so you're just seeing the two that the project file has here, but in configuration or proposal configuration at the system level, all your standard phases can have standardized scope of service lists. So things that you normally do in that type of phase for that type of project. So we'll add those 4 into our list of scope of services. So they're just going to be listed here and broken out by phase. This button here, proposal PDF and breakdown PDF, are indicating what portion or document you want this content to show on. So proposal PDF is that external facing, and breakdown PDF is optional. Of course, you can provide it to the client, but maybe you want to keep that information internal. I'll show you a section where we use that in a minute. Let's add some assumptions from our proposal configuration standard list, assumptions for structural. And let's add some exclusions for structural from our list again. And now let's say we want to build a fee estimate based on those scope of service items from above. So you can import from that scope of service items above and attribute some hours to each of those scope of service items. You can see here we're getting a total, so it's sort of building that fee estimate for you. Maybe this project has expenses, perhaps a hotel, and that's for a site visit, maybe for 500. And you can add some consultant fees. I won't on this demo. Unit rate fees, fixed fees. Rate schedule is a good idea. It's like a rate sheet for your company. Add from global rates, and we'll add all the rates that are indicated at the global list system level. And of course, every fee proposal should have a fee summary, so we'll add that in there. Let's save changes and see what that looks like in PDF land. I'm going to have this standardized header, project description, scope of services broken out by discipline and phase, assumptions, exclusions. So this shows up in the same order that you build it in proposal creator. Here's the rate schedule and the fee summary. So you may have noticed that that breakdown by the hour breakdown here is not shown in that proposal PDF we were looking at. It's in the breakdown PDF, and you can navigate there to more actions and preview breakdown PDF here, and you can include this in a transmittal to the client if you wish to do so. So here's that breakdown with our total in it, and here's the expenses. So there are a set of prepends and appends, closure and terms and conditions These all will have a default value which is managed at system settings level, but you can change them on a per project basis if you want to change the wording on the assumptions table append. You can save a fee proposal as a template once it's drafted or created. You can alias the phases or decide to include them or exclude them in the proposal, just to give it a bit more ability to manipulate to align strictly with the bid documents. And personnel rates, same thing. You can include or exclude or alias personnel rates. Like every type of document, you can send fee proposals for review to somebody else in your organization if perhaps you need approval before you send a large proposal out. And let's hit save changes and complete that document. When you have multiple fee proposals in a project, you can decide which one is active. So this is the newest one we just created, and we can set that as the active proposal, and now that will show in project billing for that project. So $5,300. If we jump to project billing, it will now show that $5,300. It'll use that fee estimate. That's it for this video. If you like this type of walkthrough and want to see more, like and subscribe. Stacked by DesignTIME. Thanks.